So the part of the 3-2 is there to like give you the beat count into when you can expect the 1 and then 0, so I don't accidentally record myself saying the 1 and then 0. However, since I was then expecting you to know that I have pressed the recording button, and I have left it going because I wasn't going back in to fix it now and restart it so that everybody can get this me explaining it to you.
Are we live?
No problem.
Yes.
We're live, yeah.
Hi, Mom!
And I specifically made it awkward, don't worry. Okay, so...
I look forward to repeated awkwardnesses intentionally.
Yep. Okay, so everybody of you got the location ping. It's the Seamstress Union down in South Puyallup. Shadowgay, you know the place. And the rest of you, you know it's in South Puyallup. The very south.
Carter was in the very south less than a week ago and lost all the fingers on his right hand.
Youch. Against or just...
He grabbed a sword by the blade and pushed it into a guy's throat, and then grabbed his machine pistol, shot it into the steering wheel, and crashed the car.
Okay, so you're without... Oh, you got a... Okay, you got an arm for it, or...?
I have a cyber arm. It was just the cyber fingers, and he paid 5k to get it fixed.
Okay. Alright, so everybody of you... South Puyallup. Do you want to make any rolls before you drive down there? If you drive down there, how are you driving? You know, all of that stick.
Oh, shit. No rolls before for him? No?
No.
Knowledge rolls. I don't know. Fixes. Contacts. I don't know.
Motorbike.
Nova Coke, yes. No, Coke. No, knowledge roll. No, Carter's getting clean. Knowledge roll. Area knowledge. Crime. Investigation.
Area knowledge could help you.
Crime? Would crime work?
Probably.
Area knowledge then.
Can I do a shadow community?
Sure, you can. Carter? Yeah.
Would crime work?
In the broadest sense of the way, yes.
Would the investigation specialty not work?
No.
I assume? No. Yeah.
Okay. So, Neon, you know that this place is Elf Syndicate territory. Carter, you know this is owned by Vilaza, and, you know, they are a syndicate. Rose, you also know that, thanks to your, what was it, Mr. Johnson's knowledge, you know that a certain female Johnson has hired multiple runners before. Most of those were not easy, but no, too hard jobs, and most of them went out without a hitch, like no betrayals, anything else. And basically everything there is to know for Liza, Rose finds out. Elven syndicates, tier refugees or exiles, Lace and all of the other stuff get smuggled, and you know, all of that stuff. And also it's Tarisla is the name of the community down there, and you know it's let's say it's not like a law enforcement A zone, but it's a security from a security standpoint. It's A zone. Like start shit and Vilaza come down on you, not KE or Lone Star in this point.
As I cheat and look and see how many elves are on the team.
2. Oh no, wait, I believe 3. Carter is a human, so 2 elves.
Yeah, Carter's human.
Yeah. Okay. So, Shadowgale is driving her Mirage on an armor jacket. Okay. Care to give me a drive check, please? Because this is South Puyallup and Grid Guide won't help you.
Sure, let me bring up my sheet again. I don't know why it wasn't open. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yep.
Yes, I can.
Okay.
Loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. You're getting there on time, you're not too late. But you won't make... Anytime you gain by driving, being on a bike, you lose by being hauled up in Puya Loop. But you make it on time.
It's fine. That's what I wanted.
Let's go... Okay.
So Rose
Rose?
would drive her Honda Artemis, and by drive she means have the car drive herself.
Okay.
Probably, given as this is a organized crime / specifically elven crime, probably get there maybe 45 minutes to even an hour early, because these are the kind of people that she wants to know, and she will socialize and kind of see if there's anybody worth meeting.
Okay. So yeah, you're letting Grid Guide or vPilot
Yeah.
drive?
Plug the GPS in and let it do its thing.
Okay, draw me edge of a vehicle's pilot as it has no auto softs. Okay, yeah, you make it. I mean, it's shitty roads and, bad wireless, but yeah, you make it. On time. Not early.
That's unfortunate. I was looking forward to meeting some of these folks.
Okay. Okay. Neon, please give me a drive check, and you can use your VR attributes to drive.
Okay, 1 sec. And it's intuition for driving?
Believe so, yeah.
You are
Yeah, that's
quiet.
God damn it. Can you not hear me?
We
No, you
can.
can.
It's just you're slightly, muffled.
Okay, sorry.
Shit.
Okay, yep, you make it on time. And Quinn or Carter?
Quinn is going to drive herself on down there on her Coco taxi.
Okay, please give me an edge. Actually, no. Actually, still give me an edge check, because you're flying a criminal sin.
Actually, I have a fair point. I'll ride that. I'll rock that one.
You have a criminal sin. Okay, you're getting stopped. You're not floating any, criminal things on you. You have everything legal, right?
Yep, everything is legal except for the cram that's hiding in my concealed pockets.
Uh,
Well, are they gonna frisk her?
Give me a palming check, please.
Oh, can I do concealability? As I have it's a -2 with concealed pockets.
Yeah, okay. Hang on.
I'm not actively trying to hide them. I'm just trusting them in my pocket.
Okay. Okay, yep. You're lucky enough. They don't find it. Or if they find, they ignore it.
Sweet.
Check your pockets
Yeah,
in
okay.
like 10 minutes when you're past to make sure they didn't put something else on you.
You're not there. So
I'm not-
Gwen
I'm
probably
not-
excited they put something on her.
You don't want to find a hot pistol on you, just saying. Anyway, you make it any time you wanted to go early, you lost that time by getting hauled up by every KE station ever. But yeah, you make it, on time. And Carter,
How long beforehand does he get the call?
a few hours.
Few hours. That sounds just about the time that he needs to get down there. He only has Johnny Cab contact.
Okay, what loyalty rating?
1. So I'm
Ooh.
thinking he might try to go as deep or shallow into the what's it called? The Puyallup as he can, and just have them stop at like a shitty bar and offer someone like 100 new yen to drive him the rest of the way.
I have a
Ron-
license as a Coco taxi driver.
Well, you can take him out later. Roll me Johnny Cab, please. Connection times 2 plus loyalty. Let's see how far he can take you.
Oh, he's assuming this will take the entire few hours that he had already. Connection times 2, that is 4, but 5, 6 over 5. Cab.
Okay, here's the thing. It can drive you down there because Terasla is known as a, secure, in quotation marks, region, but it won't drive you back.
Yeah, that's fine. Probably won't idle waiting there either, but that's fine.
And this will also take all of the time you had to do anything else. Like, you're all on time.
Yeah, fine.
All right, so you all arrive. It's actually a nice neighborhood, for the sixth world, and for it being Puyallup.
Sophie just dropped.
We lost Sophie, yeah. Believe she will be right back. And yeah, you're all standing, in front of this building called, Seamstress Union. That stuff. Yep, there she is. So yeah, Seamstress Union, relatively nice building. And yeah, what do you want to do?
We'll park my Coco taxi and walk in.
Yeah, I forgot to describe it. In the front, there's a troll bouncer in a, relatively nice suit. Looking trollish.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
Wait, it's a bar?
Bar, club, brothel, you never found out.
Can I roll bars and clubs?
Sure.
Would a low-class specialization work?
No.
Really?
No.
Puyallup?
This is an A zone. This is
This is
Syndicate. Terasla, yeah. Okay,
Nope. Probably not.
Seamstress
split.
Union is, as far as you can tell, is a laser cover thing, but you don't know any much more. It's laser affiliated. And yeah, as you go to the door, Rose, do you want to do anything special?
Do I see any, obvious, let's say, ancient bikes outside, or anything along those lines?
Give me a perception check.
Making me roll dice to see black and green bikes.
Hey, I'm just saying, maybe you find one, but maybe you find one concealed. Who knows? Yeah, no, they're one or two are parked outside. And nobody touches them. They have the neon green on their tanks with with the A over all over it. But no rider.
Alright, she'll just find a... Does it look like the kind of place that I can let my car be parked without it being messed with?
Yes. If you're an elf or you're not too bad to look at, usually they won't touch it.
Good.
Unless you piss off the laser, then
Yeah. Rose will take the closest to immediate entrance to door parking spot because, that's where the rock stars park. We'll dramatically get out of her car and give it the maybe it's Maybelline head shake. hair falling into perfect arrangement, and then casually strolling as though she is about to own the place.
Okay, you're getting stopped by the bouncer. Basically, as you all, file in, in a line, he just holds his hands out, like this massive hand, just says, "Every weapon, please," and just holds out another hand, and on the side to him you can see like this locker thing. Probably. I mean, you recognize yourself, so nobody said you were disguising, so.
I wish that I had
There's-
mentioned Rose wearing sunglasses, because she would give the man like the over the glasses look, but she's not, and she's gonna kind of shake her head of like not caring any.
Are you lying, or is this the
No,
truth?
she out unless you want her to take off her bones. She has no weapons on her.
Okay, yeah, okay. He gives you the once over, and then gets you inside.
She may comment about you're gonna have to buy me a drink next time you look at me like that.
Just doing my job, lady. Just doing my job. Okay. Shadow Gale?
Hi.
Hi. I assume you're just offering your weapon again?
No weapons this time.
Oh, okay. And you're not hiding anything, right?
No, correct.
Okay. Yep. He whips you through. Neon?
I'm going to hand him the stayer that's tucked under my coat.
Are you hiding anything else?
No.
He waves you through.
Oh, actually, yeah. I'll also give him the knife that I have on the person.
Okay. Yeah, he takes them, puts them in the locker, into one of those, things. Quinn?
You want my guns? I got a taser. You want that?
Even that too.
Alright, and then she pulls two. Oh, like I got these two. She pulls out her knucks and hands them to him.
Okay. Yeah, and you're not hiding anything else, right?
Nah, and then he wants me to take off my shoes, which are plasteel toe boots.
He just looks at him, just says, "Keep your feet on the ground, yes?" And
Can do.
where's you went through, and for you the door's like tiny. It's like you can make it through, but it's like definitely not sized for you or like any other troll.
Alright, I leaned my head way down and turned to the side.
Yeah. Okay. And Carter?
He'll hand off his revolver, but I'm not sure he'd realize to hand over his knife that he has in a back pocket.
Well, you're not concealing it, right?
It's not concealing it, no, but he honestly probably doesn't remove
He points
it.
it out. He points it out.
Yeah, he pulls it out and hands it off like, shit, yeah. Here we go.
Okay. So, you're all inside now, weaponless, mostly. Some of you are weapons, so you've got that coming for you.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, you're seeing this relatively nice, like for Shadowrun equivalents, really nice place, like the shithole of the city. And yeah, it's nice. It's like full of elves. Nice music is playing. Nobody of you understands it. But it sounds very musical. And yeah, a lot of elves. And you've got,
This is great.
let's say, plot-wise, 5 minutes.
Shadow Girl will go up to the bar and ask for a drink.
I will follow Shadowgale and do the same.
What are you ordering?
Is it Tangili?
Tangele?
Jimmy, there you go.
Yeah, you can get it. What's your lifestyle? Medium?
Hi.
Hi. Covered. You can buy the good one. Like the real good one.
Boom.
And, well, here's the thing, Carter. Rose also has bad rep, so you know her one way or the other.
What would I roll to know her?
Shadow community.
I do not have shadow community. Crime? Just shadow community.
That would probably work, given as she has both vendetta to an organized crime family and a little bit of bad rep because of it.
Other.
So crime plus your street cred, right?
That's up to Gwyn if he wants to make that call. I would say no because it's my street credit's not related to
just
my crime.
You know, just standard crime.
One hit.
You know, you have heard of
Probably not to recognize her and on site.
but you've heard of an elf woman that has a rather distinctive hate of a mafia after they dumped her in prison.
Right.
That's something you remember.
Right, but he probably wouldn't recognize her as being Rose then. Maybe once they, introduce themselves.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay. So cheap beer, you can get that. You can, you get the odd look from the elven bartender, but yeah, you can get your soy beer. Ginger neon. What do you order?
Neon's going to be a pussy, and she's going to order a ginger ale because she doesn't drink on the job.
Okay, yeah, you can get one. It's a soy ginger ale, but Yeah, okay. So yeah, after like a few minutes, Gwyn sticking out, Shadowgale ordering, drinking.
Carter also orders.
Okay.
I wrote in the chat.
Yeah, cheap whiskey, can get that. Soy whiskey. And yeah, you all get a ping to the comlink that you're probably still, still hanging around with, or still have on your person. And yeah, it points you towards the back of a, big bar area.
Do you want to give Neon 2 hits worth of Shadow Community on Rose?
Oh, yeah, sure, no problem. Rose is a...
You already rolled.
Yeah, no, I know, but Neon got, and I can say a bit more. Rose is an ex-mafia... What was it? Arm candy?
That was a technical term.
Yeah, technical term, arm candy. Or escort that got dumped and then betrayed by the mafia and now is working with Lone Star, which is her bad rap.
Lone
What?
Star Man has nothing to do with the bad rap. The prison mafia has to do with the bad rap.
Okay, the prison mafia. But yeah, someone pulled some string somewhere and Lone Star let her out again. That's the stuff you know.
Or she could have served her time.
Sinless never served that time full. Especially not if you're mafia related. Or meta. Anyway, back to the run. Yeah. The ping or arrow points towards the back of a room.
Rose will give it a couple of minutes to look at the room and see who gets up and moves.
Carter gets up and moves.
Mhm.
Well, Carter gets up, throws down the rest of the whiskey.
Mhm.
Leaves the glass and moves.
Quinn just follows suit with Carter.
Yeah. You see an rather ragged human and a troll of all people move towards the back of a room.
Yeah, Shadowgale will head in as well. They're following.
I'm going to go with Shadowgale.
Okay. All right. You see 4 people. One of them a troll, 2 humans, and a Japanese-looking elf, I believe.
Huh,
Carter's.
Mhm.
Rose was, a week or so ago a Japanese-looking elf, so that's fine. Trying it out.
Hmm. You have fame? Completely missed that.
I have fame and solid rep Shadow Community.
Okay, so yeah, you see Carter.
What's
The
he
guy
famous for?
What's the...
The fame?
Oh, the fame is just him being a private investigator for the last 30 or so years. He's 50 years old. He's just, come up in the news every now and then. And then recently he got this solid rep quality
saving
from
Rosen.
a Ren. Yeah, for just being a solid runner.
Okay.
So,
It's her again.
So, everybody, as you after like a few minutes or so, all of you make your way towards the back. You see this elven woman sitting in a booth.
Carter will walk in and English, heavily kind of sit down, boom,
Mhm.
and nod to the woman.
Okay, she nods back.
You said it was in a booth, like a
Y-
number on this side, number on that side, or like a bigger thing than that.
It's one of those corner booths, like where you can one of those corner booths with
I got you.
drapes and all of that. It's a private booth. Let's call it this way.
Are they sitting in a in the middle at the back, or
She sits on one side of the table, and you've seen Carter sitting on another side.
I mean, Carter, seeing the other people follow him there, will move in so that people can sit down.
Okay.
so I made some art.
Hang on. Let's pull it down here.
My art.
Shame.
I'm gonna get it away in a second. I just want to.
Okay. Yeah.
So imagining a booth kind of like that.
Yeah. It's about this. The table being square, but yeah, the rest fits.
Is Mr. Johnson sitting like, say?
Mrs. Johnson.
Is Mrs. Johnson sitting like there?
I think it's like here.
Yeah, she's sitting here.
Okay. Rose will make the effort to sit
Right
directly
there. Okay.
across from her.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You can you can file in however you want. Quinn, you wanted to stand?
Yeah, once I sit on those booths, I can't get back out.
Troll.
Okay. She gives you a slightly apologetic smile and nods and just says, "We are sadly not too accommodating to your kind."
You are, ma'am.
Mm. Okay, and everybody's here, right?
Yes.
Yeah, sure. So yeah, she nods at all of you and just says, "Thank you for coming here today. This is a rather delicate matter and on a certain level also personal. Please feel free to smoke. This establishment is equipped with all of the amendments that need to be." And she, basically, you see a ashtray in front of you, in the middle of the table.
No, I'm trying to quit.
This is a good attitude. Yes, I see you already got drinks, so let me cut to the chase. I'm, well, an associate or underling, as you would call it, found that it was easier to sell out, as you say it, and decided that the stars were better fate. I want you to recover him and show him the error of his ways, of this way of thinking, but I want him alive afterwards.
How much do you want him to us to show him the error of his ways?
Oh, I've got something prepared for that. I will give it to you and a location where you can take him. And, well, I wish to have a recording of it.
by a simple trid projector, or would you like something a little bit more in depth?
Oh, a similar camera footage will be enough.
Well, leaves a few moderately awkward questions for you. Not the least of which is, how long ago did this chicken fly the coop, as it were?
This little bird flew out about 2 days ago. Decided to sing to the stars, so to speak.
Set a quick sidelong glance to Carter. That would be not a Smartan move. Do you know which particular constellation he went singing to?
Oh, it's a Lone Star.
Yes, but
You know
who
if
was
they're
their particular
providing
anything
in-
officer?
Carter is wearing, by the way, a clearly like surplus Lone Star jacket without the stars on it, or the insignia.
Awkward.
Well, he's not Lone Star. It's just like a surplus, but yeah.
Yeah, no, everybody's wearing surplus for that. She will, stay stone-faced, but shake her head slowly. I am not knowledgeable of a name, but I know that he sang. A contact of mine who owed me a favor, was so generous.
Queen?
So,
Gwen,
Oh,
yeah. Oh,
You
yeah,
kinda
yeah,
cut out.
you went
yeah.
robot.
Sorry, probably my mic for getting too low. But she will inform you that she knows that he has sung to Lone Star, but he doesn't know the officer itself. She only knows from a guy who owed her a favor that that you had somebody who was selling out.
Do you know which songs he might have sung? Because that might help us narrow down which audience was interested in receiving said songs, and then allow us to say, turn some more screws?
Mhm. Yes, I know he sung about a certain shipment that was intercepted in its smuggling, delivery at the border by Lone Star. And I know also that he was responsible for the security of it. I lost many good men and women in it.
So I imagine you have quite something in store for him for doing this to you.
Well, of course, breaking the silence is a grievous crime.
so we got a time constraint on this job.
Well, I know that he is leaving. I know he is leaving the city soon to go into a protection program, but I know that you have at least a week.
All right. So he's not in protection right now. He's on his own, or we assuming he's.
I'm not so sure about this. This is something I hired you for.
Well, any info you can give is good.
So 5 hits on a security procedures. Do I have any idea if they would sit on him or if he's kind of on his own? Or
They would hide him because like every syndicate has someone inside somewhere.
right?
So if they hide him in a Lone Star facility, he's dead.
Yeah,
So
he's gonna
he
be
knows.
janked in the shower.
Yeah, especially like that. Like even if you go like protective arrest or something or protective custody, immediately. So he is probably somewhere hiding, laying low in somewhere, but has a contact to Lone Star or something.
Right. So they might not be sitting on him, and except maybe like a few select officers might know where he is.
Yes, like maybe at least at most probably 2 or 3.
Interesting.
You don't blow up a syndicate with the whole Lone Star knowing.
Yes.
Mhm.
I also trust
And
that you wouldn't want anything to happen to your contacts, potential friends in
yeah.
the process.
And with rumor mill, I mean, yeah, you heard that the shipment blew up, nearly literally,
I was about to ask if it was literally or if it was.
figuratively. But yeah, it was like, yeah, routine check, routine check in quotation marks, and they found a big shipment of illegal drugs and arrested all 10, all 10 related to it. All right.
So, this contact of yours, you mind giving us his contact info? Maybe we might, use him for something more, or...
I'm sorry, but I can't disclose this information without you agreeing to the job or having made any type of connection, any type of
commitment.
Commitment. Thank you.
How much are you offering for this job to be done?
Oh, I'm offering you 15,000 new yen to bring him to me.
Each?
Yes, each. Potential loophole to get. No, like there's nothing you could do.
I didn't expect with 3 hits. I wasn't sure if there was something like this person is the linchpin or something along those lines.
No, they're all sinless. They all were caught trying to smuggle in illegal, like highly illegal drugs. So no, nothing you could do. Like you would have to make like a big lawsuit out of it, and nobody wants to do that.
Nothing I can do while doing the job.
Yeah.
If she wants to pay us to get 10 people free, that's one thing.
They got people for that. Okay.
Precisely.
So 15,000 new yen is the starting offer.
Rules will give it a minute to look at everybody else around the table, considering they are so quick to speak up, and she's like, these fuckers.
Well, what? Is she like Sweet Cheeks, prefers to do the entire meet by herself?
You're not Sweet Cheeks.
No, I'm
Quinn
saying
will look at
that's what
herself.
she always did.
Quinn will look at herself and look at Rose and be like, well, like the one who talks here?
She will beam a smile at Quinn because that is one that knows their place. So, Mrs. Johnson, you put us in a little bit of an interesting situation. Granted, your, let's call it, accident that happened is most unfortunate, and hopefully this matter of revenge will get you some kind of recompense out of it. I am fairly certain we will easily be able to accomplish this. However, there is the worrisome aspect of the Star's involvement, and she'll give a little bit of a glance at Carter wearing his Star surplus jacket, and certain other legal avenues are immediately closed off to us. The, let's call it, further complication of, I am more than willing to guess that this man has not sold all of his songs to the Star yet, and I can imagine that he is using that leverage to make sure that nothing happens to him, and let's say make things even more awkward for you. The whole knowing too much is very dangerous for everybody involved. We can probably, depending upon where we find him, go through his jailer stuff to make sure anything that he has sung gets removed, at the very least corrupted. Is this something that you would also be interested in?
Why, yes. Making sure his voice is no longer hearable is an advantageous thing for me, yes.
When I have a counter proposal and proposition to make, at which point she will go into that negotiation role.
Sure thing.
Do you want me, Carter, to assist, or
So Rose may not exactly like it when other people do talking. However,
Mhm.
she is not going to shout down a teammate in front of the Johnson because that is not good for the team as a whole. It makes you look
Yes.
unprofessional. It makes you look a mess. As such, she is always willing to accept teamwork dice. However,
Right. Carter will mostly go for the whole not being as subtle as she is, mostly just like, yeah, if we're going up against Lone Star and such. I don't know about the others here, but got a sin that I'd like to keep clean and, well, a recognizable face. So, going up straight against what seems like a pretty big case for them, mighty dangerous for my personal life as well. So, yeah.
Roll the dice.
Shit. He's trying to get off Novacoke, so he's not getting Novacoke plus. Damn.
Take more
I get
drugs.
first impressions. No, Carter's trying to become a better person since last week.
nah, it'd be great.
Yes.
Just lay down a line of Novacoke right here and get that +1.
First impression does apply, yes.
And tailored pheromones, I assume.
Oh yeah, of course. Actually, no, they don't.
She
You
has
get
a
the
nose.
limit. You get the limit, but you don't get the extra dice.
Yes. So 14, 16 dice. Wow. I will edge that. Wait, what is her skill
I
in
can
the
only
roll?
take 5.
Oh, fuck it. Then I won't edge. After burning last week.
Anyone else want to kick in?
Better not. I'd make it worse.
Me as
It's
well.
always good. Okay.
Shadow Girl knows that not to talk.
Alright, so 17, 19.
Give yourself a +2.
Because I'm an elf, and elves are great.
Yes, that, and you made decent proposals, so you know. You offered to do more work, so
10.
10, and you can keep all of those. So yep.
Yep.
Okay,
Because
10
social
hits.
limits are dumb.
Yeah. Anybody, if you have a cyber nose?
Not yet.
I
Carter
do
might
have
get
an
it in the
internal air
future.
tank, though, so I can't smell her.
You still smell her. You don't have to breathe it though. Okay. So she actually gets. Okay. So yeah, she agrees. What's your proposal?
At the very least, we will recover your man. The rest of it is going to be find out who the people were, like, probably we'll be able to get by their names, at the very least physical descriptions of the people that were sitting on him. We'll make an effort to find out who was sung to through the various gear that those folks have and their relations within Lone Star. And if they have any, let's say, physical evidence, maybe they probably wouldn't have a ritual sample with them, but if there was evidence of that, we would make sure to crash that. If they had anything on personal comlinks, we would either recover the comlink or at least destroy them. And probably attempt to, depending upon where he is being hidden, make it so that that is a no longer a valid hiding spot.
Okay.
Oh, one thing. I just remembered, since we haven't finished negotiations, Carter will also ask for escrow.
Always.
Yes.
15,000 was the offer in escrow. Sorry, should have said that.
Okay.
Yeah, no. She will accept that, and she will lay down the terms again. 15,000 plus 3,000 new yen bonus for like recovering any information about him, or like the guy he sold out to, destroying his evidence, all of that. bringing back a copy, of course, and making sure no evidence stays behind.
We?
Rose will, do the whole stand, or as much as one can stand within a booth to shake Miss Johnson's hand if she will accept it.
Yep, she shakes it. Be so kind and roll me a tactile perception, please.
I think I have 9.
How?
The rest of you doesn't notice this. Just she shaking hands. Yep, okay. You feel something getting pressed into your palm. Anyway, the rest of you also accept?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, she offers you again a dossier and a comcode. She also hands you a photograph or a picture of this guy. Shadowgay, you recognize him? He was the bouncer the first time you were here.
Oh, I wondered where you went.
So yeah, he basically, it's his name, Lewis Willis, or his name, his name, photo, description, elf, you see, fake mark,
Awakened.
awakened to, yep, mage, decently powerful, not cutting edge, but decently.
What kind of mage is he?
She knows he's a full mage, not an aspected one, but she doesn't know his complete potential because he kept quiet about this and just said, "I'm a, capable mage."
Okay.
That's all she knows, and all you find out now, like without doing any legwork on him. Also, again, the location of where all of it went down. It's a border patrol, border station south. It's actually the border. Yeah, it's Eatonville. In Eatonville, like southeast of Terrasla.
Hey.
It's basically where it went down. All you know, Rose, is he's laser related.
Yeah, no, I didn't think I would know anything about this guy.
Yeah. And and that he, vanished a few days ago, and a contact basically told the Johnson he's under Lone Star protection, or Lone Star covers him. He sold out.
What a douche.
What a douche.
Yeah, that is no good for business.
Oh, and also he has a distinct bias against technomancers.
What's up with that?
Poor Devoid.
I mean, you can't trust them. They're basically terrorists.
Yeah, Yeah, but he was going so far. That's something she knows on the dossier, that he tagged her runners and sent basically goons after the tags, like to beat them up.
That's not good.
Yeah, no. The only reason she didn't cut him loose is because he was a decently capable mage, so turned a blind eye on it
Is there
for a while.
List of set technomancers he.
Basically only technomancer you know, like she knows about, but she's not saying. She knows at least one, but she's not, relating this information. This is sensible information, sensitive. You're not just, giving this away.
No. Rose will, upon coming across that bit in the dossier while sitting there, these technomancers that he made, let's say, moves against. If you could pass along a message in a comm code that should any of them wish to do what they do in a attempt to help us find him, they could just pass any information along to here, and she'll give out a com code.
She'll take it, but roll me judge intentions.
Rose knows she's totally not giving it to him.
No. Just roll me judge intentions because. Okay, no. You realize, like, she looks at you, she looks at the com code, and she's already dumped that shit into the virtual garbage. She's not relating your information with any other runner.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, courtesy.
Like, they could do all kinds of crazy, like, they could go to the Stuffer Shack, buy a burner phone, and send her information. Because Mrs. Johnson knows who they are, because she would obviously have the full copy of this. It's just another, look, if they're not doing anything and they want to contribute, they can contribute anonymously right here.
Not happening.
That's fine. Rose don't need their help.
We'll see about that.
Damn terrorists.
Okay. So, you've got the information, you know his name, his age, he's an elf, so who knows. What happened, and that he's currently in hiding. So what do you want to do?
Where does the Lone Star operate in Seattle?
Oh, that's a good question.
I thought it was only
Prisons.
KE.
The prisons and certain districts that are still contracted to Lone Star.
Yeah.
There are not many, but some of them are still Lone Star loyal for some reason. Mostly because Lone Star is way more racist than Knight Errant, so some people take that, as a sign.
So, Rose will motion to whoever is sitting to the left, blocking the out of the booth, which is probably actually not anybody, given us how we tried to arrange the city.
I think you were the last one in. So.
Yeah, that's what it
I
sounded
Did
like.
say,
You see
should
Quinn
we
blocking
tried to
the
get in the
entrance.
corner.
Yeah, Quinn will try to make himself small.
It's like, well, we should be on the trail then, shall we? As Rose will get up to leave. Nod to Quinn.
Oh, and on the dossier is also a comcode to contact the Johnson once you have him, or
And where we can contract the escrow thing.
Yeah, basically.
Since that's not the Johnson, that's something separate.
Yeah. But yeah, you also get the message, like, once the meet is over, you get a message of, like, 15,000 in escrow waiting for approval. Message.
Yeah, right. So we get up. We have a DNI. Right. So we wanna do the whole talking, planning bit here, or we wanna move somewhere.
Rose has already left the room.
Oh, he's asking DNI because that's the easiest way to pass people. We wanna, go somewhere more secure in quotation marks.
No, we have a large city to cover and little time to do it in.
All right. Anyone driving?
I can drive.
I got a taxi.
Carter raises an eyebrow. Mind if I float along to whoever said I can drive?
Yeah, you can ride with me.
Who was that? Neon.
Neon.
Yeah. Okay.
And who is that was going with me?
Carter.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and also, as you file out to leave, you see V. Johnson just nod at you and continue to sit in the booth.
I don't think she moves. She just sits there all the time.
It's like one of those animatronics. He sings at the table when you're not there.
Maybe she's secretly a drone.
No, when one owns a place, one does not have to get up and leave when the employees do. I also love that you have this crappy taxi. That is hilarious.
Crappy. It's my baby. I put racing tires on it.
It's like one step above a rickshaw, but that makes it better.
I know that it's not a rickshaw, but that in my head, that's what it is.
I mean, you are a troll with a giant pile of strength. I can imagine you putting like jousting poles on the side of it so that you can lift it up and run with it like a rickshaw. If you need to put a like, all right, 2 people on the bench seat, you can ride in the driver's seat, and I'll just rickshaw it.
But with my strength and a skill in running, I could probably actually run faster than this thing can go.
All
We're
right.
Back to the taxi.
So, what are we thinking? Well, actually, let's get our, shit. What's it in English? Go over our assets.
Plan? Our assets?
Yeah.
Goal?
Preferably
So,
somewhere that's not here.
No, he's doing this over DNI.
Well,
so
no,
we
I say that over DNI.
So we got any Matrix personnel here?
That would be me.
Anyone else? No, he's not asking. He's not asking like that. More like, do we have 2? Like, if we had 2 deckers, that would help. 'Cause then we can.
No, why don't we just explain to each other what we all do? Wouldn't that be a lot easier?
Yes. No, I'm also just. 'Cause right now, anything else doesn't really matter. Really, there.
Before we go any further, I assume competence that you recover your weapons.
Of course.
Oh.
Yeah.
We'll go back to my taser. I forgot it.
Yeah.
Carter would remember.
I imagine your taser still has like the shrink wrap on it because you didn't use
Probably. I like to think they come in packs of 4 normally.
it. Well, when you're a troll or shop at the troll stores.
Carter would remember his revolver and forget his knife, but probably get handed the knife as well.
Yeah,
Remember
no
it.
problem.
Neon's gonna get her stayer and her knife.
Yeah, okay. Just making it clear, not that you're leaving something behind.
Yeah.
So when Rose gets in her car and begins to drive off, she will check whatever it was that she was palmed.
Oh yeah, it's a simple tag. Broadcast it. It's a simple, paper note / tag thingy.
Does it have anything
Data
on it? Or is
more
it-
like it's more like a data chip / tag thingy. Sorry.
Sure. So Rose will check that out while she's driving.
Well, it's just a note saying you're not alone. Actually, you're not you can't speak Sparafiel, right? No, you can't. No, then you can't read it. It's a note saying something in a foreign language that you don't understand.
Correct.
Google
Right.
Translate.
I mean, you can roll blank intuition if you want to.
Matrix.
Oh, it's a Sparafiel phrase of you're not alone in an offer of help.
How very curious. And Rose will definitely smile a little bit as she's driving off. And as a quick thing, we are about an hour or so into it. If we wanted to do hourly breaks or 2 hourly breaks, I don't know what people need. So.
I prefer hourly, just because I need to take a bio break.
Sure.
So
you can take 5 and then come back.
let's take 5, guys.